Hey guys, so welcome to another World of Warcraft video, and I am just out at the egg hunt here, but we're taking a little break to do a video. So today I thought we would go over the achievements. Now, Noblegarden was the very first one that I probably completed. Let me see. But I would be surprised if it wasn't, because it's the easiest one. You can complete Noblegarden, the entire thing, in like a day. I am curious, though. I just want to see. Let's look at what a long, strange trip it's been. And Noblegarden was 2009? Yeah, that's got to be the earliest. Yeah, technically, because January. And then Elders was... oh, wait a sec. No, Elders was January. Yeah, why would I think it would be? Yeah. Okay, so I guess Elders was my first one. But it comes really close. Like, these were all done a long time ago, you know? Like, I've had this meta achievement since 2012. Oh, wait a sec. No. Merrymaker was my first. Okay, this is all besides the point. This is a huge sidetrack right off the bat. But point is, it's in the top 3 for the earliest meta achievements from the world event stuff. Okay, that's the point. Anyway, getting to the video. So here is Noblegarden. There has been some added stuff since, but it isn't involved in the meta. So it's extra stuff. But as far as the meta goes, you know, I found one that's just to find an egg. Literally your first egg, you get that. So we'll go to it. So there's that. And then the next is Desert Rose. Use your Spring Florist pouch. Easy. You get that over here. So let's, you know, I probably should be standing at the vendor anyway. But, you know, and, you know, here's eggs. So this is the egg you want. And then here's the vendor. And the vendor will always be at the beginning area, so you don't need to be here, but if you want to be here. We are out at Ironforge, we're at Karanos, yeah, but you can also go to Goldshire, Elwyn Forest, yeah, all the starting areas. Okay, so here you can see the spring flowers. This is what you'll want, so you will need to collect 50 eggs, and then you'll be able to
have a good one.
Do this achievement. The Desert Rose. Next we have Hard-Boiled. So Hard-Boiled is where you lay an egg in Ungoro Crater as a rabbit during the Noblegarden celebration. Okay, so for Hard-Boiled, becoming a rabbit is pretty easy, so I would just collect a bunch of eggs and don't use them. Don't open them. And get like a stack. It doesn't take much to be turned into a rabbit, but get a stack and then, you know, go to Ungoro and you will just open up the eggs. It'll get you to be transformed into a bunny and then just sit there and just sit still and you will eventually lay an egg. You will want to do this at Galaka Hot Springs, which, here, we'll open up the map. So that'll be on Kalimdor side, Ungoro, and Galaka Hot Springs is right to the left there. So that is where you're going to want to be in. And just do it somewhere not near mobs. If you're max level, it shouldn't matter, but if you're lower level, definitely just try not to be near mobs because they will break your rabbit, and yeah, if you only brought enough eggs to, yeah, just better to do that. If you are going with a friend, though, you can use the Blossoming Branch, which is an item you will acquire through the event. You know, just from like opening eggs and stuff, and that puts the costume on you. So yeah, that one's pretty easy. You just sit there for a few seconds until you lay an egg. And then Noblegarden is hide a brightly colored egg in Stormwind. That will change if you're Horde.
Hey there.
It'll probably say Ogremar. And for this one, you just buy this Noblegarden egg, which only costs 5 chocolates, so not gonna take you long to get that. And then you just go place it in the city. Next, we have Chocoholic. Easy. Just eat 100 chocolates during the celebration. Yeah, especially if you're new, you're gonna need way more than 100 chocolates for everything you want. So easy achievement right there. Then we have the Blushing Bride. So this is to kiss someone wearing an elegant dress while wearing a white tuxedo and black tuxedo pants. This is going to take some chocolate. So someone out there is going to have the dress. This is where you hit up a friend or something. And yeah, so they will have to be wearing this elegant dress. And you will need to be wearing the black tuxedo pants with the white tuxedo shirt. And yeah, so you're looking at 50 chocolate right there, maybe 100 if you're sharing the achievement, right? A lot of the time it'll be like, hey, I'll do the achievement for you, you do it for me, in which case you would need to wear the dress for your friend to get the achievement. So yeah, you're looking at, let's say, 50 to 100 chocolates, depending on how you do that. Then we have a Spring Fling. This is where you're gonna have to travel around a bit. So this involves the Spring Rabbit. So there is the Spring Rabbit's foot. That's your Spring Rabbit right there. And once you have that, then you just head out to the locations. You'll just find someone else with their Spring Rabbit, and then you just kind of get close together and, you know, stuff will happen and, you know, yeah, that's how that one works. They'll notice each other and stuff like that. And then Shake Your Bunny Maker. So this one's probably going to be your longest one. And this one is the Spring Flowers. So
How are you?
Back to the vendor, and Spring Flowers is right there for 50. And also worth noting that I was talking about that one achievement where you could use the Blossoming Branch. It is on there for 10 chocolate. But for this last one, Spring Flowers, and then you just want to find one of all of that. The best place to do this, and it's been the best place ever since they started making achievements that involved both factions, but it's Dalaran. Even during Noblegarden, you're gonna struggle to get close to Horde in beginning cities or beginning towns, right? Go to Dalaran. They don't need to be near a Noblegarden event. They just need to be in the game. So yeah, grab your Spring Flowers and put the bunny ears on players, and Dalaran is still the best place for that. Dornagal could be as well, but I still do all my stuff in Dalaran when it comes to that stuff, because the reality is Dalaran is still a major hearthing point for a lot of people. I know I use it all the time, and yeah, so it's a great place to catch all those types of characters. And that's it. That is the event. Yeah, there's a lot more you can add to that, but that's everything involved with the meta. But if we click over to the tab, there's been a few things added. Actually, I guess there's not that much else added. Sunday Finest and then Quacked Killer. became a new achievement last year. But yeah. Yeah, so I guess there's only like a couple of extra ones. This is what you'll turn into. You can see there's all these pink rabbits. Yeah, they turned into those by collecting eggs. When I'm on my druid, I don't see it as much because I'm in cat, and when you're in cat, you don't see the transformation. Like, it'll be there, but you just won't see it. But I do see it if I run around like this. Yeah. If it happens when I'm out of form, I will see it. So yeah, that is the event for that one. To help you get what a long, strange trip it's been. Probably, I would say one of my, ever since 2012 when I actually completed that one, it still to this day remains my hardest worked for achievement. Yeah, I consider it my most accomplished, because that sucker, every time you miss something, you're waiting a year. And yes, that was the case for me through some of this. Like, if you look at this, Merrymaker was done early in. However, keep in mind that achievements weren't always part of WoW. Achievements came in around that year. So, yeah, it was around 2008. So yeah, there wouldn't have been time to ignite those other achievements. So Merrymaker being first actually does kind of make sense. It's not the first achievement, but it's the first one in that meta that I got. And yeah, so that one definitely makes sense if you know that achievements didn't exist in the beginning. Yeah, a lot of people probably think achievements were always there. But yeah, so that one makes sense. And then it looks like I got these ones pretty straight after. Have a great day, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.